And John, you said when talking about Shohei on the mound, that command, and Ron, you said this, the command came later for you. His athleticism able to carry him.
Yeah, you know, when you've heard me say that pitchers are the best athletes. We got another great athlete right here. We've kind of seen this before. I don't know why we're so blown away. Let's go to the tape and show you what I'm talking about. Pitchers can flat out hit. Whoa, wait, hey, they picked that one. All right. And you know what? Pitchers can run, right, and field. I mean, this, I don't know how it gets much better than this.
Oh, hey!
As far as... So, I mean, we're seeing, you know, this, maybe not at the level of Ohtani. And then, of course, you know, the speed. Look at the speed.
In a jacket.
In a jacket. It was like a parachute. But I still got there in time.
By the way, worst slide of all time.
Oh, wait. This wasn't supposed to get in there. How did that one get in there?
Hey.
Well, you get my point. I show you that to say the greatest athlete that we've ever seen doing two things at once, Shohei Ohtani. And what I love about him is what his arm and his ability to pitch is, because in his last start, okay, he can fall in love with any pitch. Early on, the slider was working, and I see that slider being a heavy usage against the right-handed hitters for the Yankees. But he was really dialed in with his slider, okay? And then he would be able to go to different areas when he needs it. That splitter is fantastic. It's about as good as it gets. But then when he gets in trouble, what I like about him and where he's going, I used to say Justin Verlander was like a 10-speed bike. You know, he had 10 gears. Well, he's learning how he's got gears, because when he starts dialing it up after that walk, look at the velocity. Look at the change that happens, and he gets out of the jam right here with velocity and a great split that he fouls off. So when you think about Ohtani, I know we're going to go right to his hitting. We're going to go to all the raw numbers, but his ability to turn it up and level, that's 99, and then he throws that ridiculous split. He can cruise and be one of the most above-average pitchers, but when he locks in and dials it up like a Verlander, that's the kind of stuff we just don't see. I know everyone seems like they can throw 99, okay?
No.
But they stay at 99. He can go different places, and he'll learn to have the touch, and he truly is. I know I was kidding a little bit with the video in the beginning. He truly is one of the greatest we've ever seen.
Ron, who does he remind you of as a pitcher?
Well, you know, it's very hard to try to comp a unicorn. So when you're looking at it, my first thought was, who do I know that had similar stuff? And if you watch David Cohn early in his career, he was that kind of pitcher. First, when we look at Ohtani, I think the same as John's saying, you know, what does he do when he gets in the box? He just competes. I'd like to see that when he gets on the mound. I think he tries to be too perfect, make sure every pitch is properly placed. And John said he went to another level. It's because he was competing.
Yeah.
Well, David Cohn had the same assortment of pitches, especially early in his career. No one threw harder than David Cohn, especially upstairs. And then he had a wipeout slider that went with it. That slider is the same kind of slider you'll see from Ohtani. David, at one point, had one of the best sliders in the game. And they both have the split finger as well. David didn't learn it until he came over to the Mets. And then when you see him, of course, with his countryman, Yu Darvish, you almost see the same body, right? And you've seen the same lag and delay right before they deliver the ball, the same shape, really, of that slider. So at some point, you know, when you first started with the Texas Rangers, he was a fully evolved pitcher. Well, when Shohei Ohtani gets there, he could be Yu Darvish in the making. That fully evolved, 12 strikeouts per game type of pitcher.
So free and easy. There's nothing hingy in the box or on the mound. Is that indicative of a good pitcher? Is that something like a prerequisite?
Well, John was talking first about there's always been great athletes that have pitched. There's never been one that's had so much on his plate. What he has, though, it's Nureyev. I mean, it's ballet. It's like watching something creative happening out there. And that's why we're all compelled to watch every single second.
You know, the athletes today are doing more, okay? They're specializing more, too, though. You know, back in our day, you were either just a pitcher, and then it morphed into a pitcher who in high school played shortstop, center field, and you see the evolution of pitchers now. The more athletic you are on the mound, I think the more chances you have to repeat your delivery and to stay locked in and stay in our game for a long period of time. If you become robotic and you just train, it's kind of like bowling. right? They only got to do one thing, right? If you just get trained to do one thing in robotic, I think injury rate goes up. I think the ability to throw through a brick wall. So all those things have some, you're seeing scouts and you're seeing baseball positions be more athletic than ever before.